Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Grayson Wood. It's another episode of the Esports Experience. I'm joined today by my two wonderful guests. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Sure.
I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Saving the best for last. Clearly.
Oh, my bad. I'm Cara, bigoat. I'm the president of GMU Esports. Been here a couple times. I have the best gaming setup ever. I know.
Awesome.
No, that was the last time
Yeah.
I was on. I showed them what my setup looks like when I'm at Patrick's.
Oh,
And it's
I
his
missed
old laptop with like an
Oh,
old
is that what that
keyboard.
image
Nice.
was?
Yeah,
Okay.
crusty.
Nice.
Crusty.
Yeah, no better way to describe
I know
it.
it's your old keyboard. Okay.
Plus, he just wants the clout. Lauren, how's it going?
It's going well. All right. So, hey, I'm Lauren Long, Executive Director of Student Involvement here at Mason. And I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you on. Finally, I know we've been working on
I
this
know.
for...
I've been saying I'll jump on.
Hey, well, now's the best time. Let's jump right into it. We know we only have a little bit amount of time with you here. Tell me about your day-to-day with GMU Esports, I guess.
Yeah.
And we'll go
So,
into some other things from there.
yeah, it's been an interesting 3.5 year run with esports. So, wow. Well, if I'm going back a little bit.
Just give us a little quick brief overview of how you got involved,
Sure.
how you I know that you spend a lot of your time with GMU Esports, so I guess give us an in-depth, well, not in-depth, but just go into detail about a little bit how you got started with GMU Esports.
Sure, yeah. So as Director of Student Involvement, all the registered student orgs on our campus fall under my department, and the students that were in the old registered student group, GMU Esports, they didn't want to lose their name, came to me because they really needed some help with space on campus and really wanted to compete at a varsity level. And that meant they needed to be more affiliated officially with the university. And so I sent them to athletics, and athletics turned them down. I sent them to recreation, and they weren't interested.
Wow.
So they came back to me, and I was like, all right, I don't know anything about esports, but I do know about student involvement. I want to get more students involved, so let's do it. And we, over COVID, slowly we brought them in. We started, having Smash BMS in student involvement on Friday nights, and started really helping me and the rest of the staff see how much student interest there was in esports, at least that piece. And then COVID hit, and so I worked with an former GMU Esports RSO person who became our first president of our GMU Esports, part of Mason, as you know it, Peter Parker. Love his name.
Legend.
And we created the original structure, and so we kind of took my expertise in organizational development and student involvement and Peter's experience in esports, and built the first structure. Had some interviews with students that were interested in kind of getting it off the ground here, and kind of kick this all off. But it's been an amazing learning experience. I had no idea what I was getting into, and it's fabulous. And the amount of students that we've gotten involved and met that never would have been involved on campus is just warms my heart and excites me. And that's really where my passion for esports comes from, is just being able to reach students that this is their thing, and allow them their voice to be heard, them to have a place where they can find their people, feel community on campus, feel like they matter, and it's been awesome. So
Awesome. Well, yeah, it's almost like esports is another home for students who wouldn't exactly have another home, right? And obviously, you were the spearhead of that effort, along with Mr. Peter Parker. Which when I first met him and learned of it, I was like, "That's not your name."
Oh yeah,
But it's like too good to be true.
Oh, well, the best part was that we had Peter Parker and our grad, rather our graphic designer at the time. Her name was MJ.
MJ,
and we were like, oh my gosh! And Derek might even have been a part when that happened, and I'm like, oh, something happened. Okay,
it's okay. Stream's still good.
Running to get MJ to introduce her to Peter Parker because it was just too funny.
That's
and so yeah, it was pretty hilarious. But it's been an amazing run. Every year we seem to adjust and figure it out and learn more. And I'm I'm really proud of the program that we've built it into, and there are absolutely amazing things in our future. And so even though we've just hired an assistant director, a full-time person that will be running esports day to day, I still get to be involved in some of the larger pictures. So when you ask me what does a day-to-day look like, it used to be
Pretty
lots of meetings with you guys, checking in, a million asks for more money, help doing this, help creating, and that excitement is just, it's catchy and it's fabulous, and took a lot of time, and I really needed to be able to get to some other stuff in the department.
Yeah.
But I got my hands in lots of pots for, money and space and being able to really
You're like the puppet.
help it.
Yeah, the puppet. What is it? Puppet master.
The puppet master.
Yeah, orchestrating
I'm
all the
hoping
strings
so.
and everything, right?
My goal is to make us, the best program in Virginia. So.
Well, you're definitely well on the way there. Only 3.5 short years. Obviously, GMU Esports did have a bit of history before then, but it's almost like the Big Bang. Like it started pretty much when we became the student organization. And now, of course, we have the president. We have a formal leadership structure. Cara, how I want you seem a little bit distant from the conversation right now. I know, Laura, I want to include everyone here.
Oh, you're good.
But yeah, let's I guess touch on your opinion on what it's like working with Lauren as the president. How she helps you achieve your goals and how you guys work together to.
Money under the table right now.
What?
Some paying her under the table.
Oh yeah. No,
Lauren's great.
not a gun to your head or anything, but. Yeah, so what is it like working with Lauren on a mostly day-to-day basis, and how does she help you achieve your goals for the program, I'd say?
So I have been in GMU Esports only for like a year and a half now. 2 years?
Feels like forever.
I know. So I haven't been here for super long, and I pretty much got started by immediately jumping onto the leadership team. I was never really part of the community or a team beforehand. I just instantly went to like social media. So it's been really interesting, like going from social media to being the president and working more with Lauren. We sit down, she helps me plan my goals for the year and what I want to get done, which has been really helpful for me actually deciding like what kind of president leader I want to be. Because when I first came into this, I had no idea what I was doing. I'd really been the person behind the camera, in the background, and now it's very much in the foreground. And obviously I've made a lot of mistakes, but Lauren's been great in helping me turn everything into a learning opportunity, which has been really amazing, to just be given so many chances to learn and grow. So it's been a great experience being the president overall.
That's wonderful to hear. I mean, like it's one thing to be a part of a community, but it's another thing to not only have a passion for something and then also learn some valuable skills along with it. And I mean, speaking from my personal experience, you've done a wonderful job sort of guiding not just me, but everyone on the right path of, sure, it might be fun to, manage a team, but like, how do we manage it properly? How do we manage deadlines and personalities and everything? It's just like, you're the point of contact and the like person to go to with like a serious question, right? So first off, I want to say thank you. You're wonderful.
Thank
you're
you. This is
director.
I didn't know this was going to be such a great podcast.
Yeah,
oh my God! It's only the esports experience.
It's all about kudos, right? This is great.
Keeping the positivity up. Speaking of positivity, let's look forward a little bit into the future, Lauren.
Sure.
What's obviously we just hired Mr. Chris Kumke. I know, what a last name, right? Kumke. But so we obviously just hired him as the assistant director. We will not forget the assistant. I heard he got mad about that a little bit.
All right, way to call me out on the podcast. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
You are the executive director.
Yes.
Mr. Chris is the assistant director. You guys obviously work very closely. Just walk us through a little bit what the hiring process was and what's on the agenda in the future for GMU Esports in maybe a year or so.
No, that was great. We did a national search. Obviously Chris worked in our office, grad assistant, and he did a fabulous job. He's really shown his commitment. But I really, I believe that you need to do a full search and have everybody, I wanted him to get this on his own merit and not just because we kind of gave it to him.
In-house,
Yeah. And we had amazing candidates. I mean, I have to be honest, like it was one of the toughest hires I've ever had to make a decision on. But, at the end of the day, there is a benefit to someone who's been here and you can see what their passion and how hard they work. And I know Chris's work ethic. I know his passion. I know his experience. And the thing for me about Chris is his strong commitment to the values that I have also for this program and for student involvement. And so at the end of the day, some programs are all about winning, and or just the competition side of things. And for us, it's about the experience that we offer as many students as we can to grow, to learn, to have a community, to find their people, to have a sense of belonging here. And it's important that when we take people on as leaders on our program, not a lot of schools have a leadership team like we have and still have it running the program. But our job is to help prepare you all for your future.
Yeah.
And so Chris really understands that. He understands what it means to shape leaders and prepare them for their future for tomorrow. And I'm very excited to have him on board. And so, what else is happening? So I'm working on the hopeful esports arena that'll be a part of the new student involvement that we're looking at moving into the Johnson Center at some point. Now it's just a matter of people finding money to make our dream happen.
Yeah, the hardest part, right?
That is the hardest part. I didn't think it was going to be, but it is. We have summer camp that we have another part-time staff member, Jordan Whitaker, and so he also is the person who teaches our Intro to Esports program, and we have been working on building a summer camp, and Chris is getting involved in it now, and it's going to be a high school-focused summer camp coming out of Mason, and it's going to be fabulous. So that's a big ticket item on the docket.
6 weeks, correct?
6 weeks. Yep. And what's special about our program that others don't have, and we've done research all over the country, is we are not only creating competitive space for different games and coaching, but we are actually creating opportunities to learn the variety of fields that are available in the ecosystem of esports. Yeah. So everything from getting a hand in podcast, casting and production, tournament organizing, all of that kind of stuff. So we're really, really excited about that. And working really hard on trying to find some big sponsors to develop a scholarship program, and so we got some really cool things happening.
A lot of things coming down the pipeline.
Oh, we have something I don't know you all know about, but we are entering in a partnership with a company called 1HP. And it is
I've heard of them,
and they are they're physical therapists, and they are wanting to help with everything from people that are gaming to your posture, to your physical health, but also nutrition health, just all of it. And we're starting with our upcoming event of GameMason, but we're looking at a real partnership around the well-being of students in esports. So.
I mean, it's one of the more slept-on things for a lot of esports organizations, especially the smaller ones. Like you can look at G2, Astralis, TSM, all these. Like they have millions of dollars coming in, so they can afford the professionals who help them with psychology and nutritionists and all that. Because if you're not feeling great, you're not going to be playing great.
Absolutely.
Right? And I mean, I had no clue that we were actually going into this. So that's power to you guys for pushing this forward and really caring about the health and well-being of your players, which is great to hear because I mean that's. I know I said this once before, but it's so underrated. Like if you're slouched over drinking a Mountain Dew and eating hot Cheetos at 2 a.m, sure you might be a pug demon, but like you aren't going to be going anywhere in the competitive thing because you're not feeling good.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting, if you sit up straight, plus 10 KD, I promise you.
Plus 10.
You'll pop off. That's just straight from Lauren.
That's it. Straight from me. Pop off.
Well, what's the time check right now? Okay, we got a little bit more time. Let's run one more question by you. I don't want to play favorites here.
Oh boy, here it goes.
But if you had to choose like a top, not a favorite esport, but an esport that you associate closest with, and something that you really think defines the program in a way.
Oh wow!
I know I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot.
Sure. So I'll tell you, I can't answer it as one, but I can share. Overwatch is kind of our.
It's like the core.
That was the core because that's really what we started with.
Yeah.
Before we started the program, I had kicked off a program called GameMason, which was really about building our gaming community to come together and have just this amazing con to celebrate with each other. We know a lot of our students in the gaming community weren't getting engaged in other things, and we wanted to give them a home and an event for them. And I brought in members of multiple student organizations, but specifically from back then GMU Esports, which is how I met them. and Overwatch was our first invitational tournament,
Okay.
and we had that for years. And a lot, Peter and subsequently, you know, others that were involved were very focused on Overwatch. So that became the first game that I really learned about and understood. I do have a favorite out of all the games we play, and that
if you don't want to cause any chaos.
No, everybody knows I do like Rocket League.
Yeah,
Rocket League is my favorite because two reasons I love Rocket League. First of all, it's not about killing people.
Yeah, that definitely
So
helps.
I do like that about Rocket League because I'm not a big I'll watch CS, I'll watch all of it, and I will get super excited and into it. I'll watch Valorant, I watch when Cara plays, but at the end of the day, I really think Rocket League just takes incredible skill because I've actually tried to play that game.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
it is so hard.
And what I love,
so
it's so hard. But what the best thing about it to me is that it's a game that comes from people that were actually involved in soccer, like a real physical game. Then they kind of come in-house and they're playing the video game. But then we often will have teams of students from Rocket League playing intramurals on campus. And so I feel like it's a video game that transcends different avenues of, opportunity for the students who play.
It takes the traditional ball and net kind of deal and sort of pushes it into the 21st century more for people who are into computers, are into esports, and it's almost like the perfect. I was actually when I was watching the Rocket League finals the other day, I was thinking
it was great.
Yeah, it was a thriller. Honestly, we were watching it in the van in Boise, and every time something happened, the van would just light up.
Oh yeah, I mean it is really I used to do stuff and just have the Twitch in the back pocket, and I'd be listening to it just like I was listening to a baseball game. You know,
it's easy. It's easy to get into. It's easy to follow along. It's not easy to play, obviously, but we won't get.
It is hard.
So hard.
You try to move that thing without flipping the car over. It is killer.
The fact that it's on a controller too.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can play mouse and keyboard, but that's neither here.
I don't even know how I would do that. I can hardly do it with the other.
But Tyler said that we're coming full circle, and we have an intramural soccer team for next spring that esports is going to field. And not to toot my own horn, but.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going to be on it.
Oh, that's exciting. Nice.
So I'm kind of going to pop off.
Well, we'll see.
That's awesome.
We'll see it when it happens, all right?
All right, well, you make sure you guys let me know, and I might become the Gatorade girl.
That is so wrong. You invited me the other night. What?
Wait, what?
He's pretending he didn't invite me. That's crazy.
Tyler, you can't diss my woman over here.
Yeah,
I might have to change my mind and pick a different game.
Like Counter-Strike.
Well, no. I will tell you, the excitement I had while walking around Disney and watching y'all play was,
I'm not going to say it's like a specific drug that is known for getting you extremely excited, but it's pretty much close to it. As for, you're watching Counter-Strike, the amount of dopamine and adrenaline that can go into your system. My mom was watching. My mom does not know esports.
No.
It's like how the reach, and it's just so addicting to watch, but it's...
I think.
Thank you again for tuning in. That made my day. Honestly.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't think it matters what game it is. I can kid and I can say, well, I just, if I personally was playing, but I think the key to esports in viewing, if you're not a game player, it's knowing a player in the game.
Yeah.
Because when you have an investment in it, I don't play tackle football, but I love to watch football. But especially when I have a team I want to win, right? And so I jump in, and all I'm thinking is this is Grayson's team, and I'm in it for let's make this happen. This is Mason, and you just get so excited. So I watch all of them, and I learn a lot. I had a great cheat sheet given to me because everybody's always talking about what level everybody is, and I felt like I didn't have a shared language. So now every day I learn something new. But I will say. That whether or not I am in the day-to-day does not mean I am not the biggest fan behind the desk.
The GMU jerseys or the GMU hoodie. But with that being said, I mean, obviously, I love your passion. You are the the focal point of GMU Esports, really, when it comes to making everything
you're
happen.
so sweet.
And I don't want to kick you off, but I know
You're right. I got another meeting, so thank you. So excited to be on the podcast finally.
Any final words you want to share? Anything you want to let the people at home know, or are you just going to?
Hey, and any people at home, just know that we're a force to be reckoned with, and we're just getting started.
Right.
So
this is the beginning of something great. Thank you, Lauren,
you got
for joining us.
All right, Presidente. Have a great holiday, everybody.
Yes, you too.
All right.
All right, bye, Luigi.
Bye, Luigi. All right, let's see. Who else are we getting on? All right. So we have a little bit of downtime. I really don't know what to talk about now. Let's go into some esports news because that was our executive director. Don't get it wrong. Executive director.
Not our assistant director.
No, our assistant director is sick and coughing at home right now.
He was coughing into the mic.
It was a fake cough.
No, he looked dead.
No, I didn't realize.
No offense, Chris.
The entire CS team. So Christian was sick during the tournament, right? He was actually dead. And then I texted the group chat like last night. And I'm like, yo, my throat's a little bit sore. You know, my nose is a little bit stuffy. And then 3 people were like, yeah, I'm coming down with something too. And then Chris as well. Like Christian is the problem, man. He's a good player, but he got everyone sick. So neither here nor there. But yeah, is there? Let's see. Do we want Husky DS to be on? Do you want to do rock, paper, scissors? And whoever loses.
Wait, what?
What?
Me? Huh? Who?
Who? When? Where?
Wait, what?
Why? Okay.
I don't know.
You're graduating?
Oh my
Are you actually
gosh, so
graduating?
true.
Hopefully. What's your grade right now?
Oh jeez. He's actually doxing the grade.
All right, get on here. Get over here. Yeah, bro really said yippee in the function. That's funny. Yippee. You just BM'd my watch. All right, this is going off the rails faster than a train going off the rails.
Dude, I was trying to get Lauren's attention on chat. I was like, dude, she got fired from.
I saw that personally.
It was her headset.
What happened?
She flipped it an
No,
entire
just
360.
Yeah, she's a little bit funky like that. But she's the executive director, so you can't argue with it. Welcome, everybody, to the show. My name is Grayson Trevor Wood. We are in part 2 of the finals experience here today at GMU Esports Experience.
Long.
We have Cara, Oat, Chiswell, I think.
What?
I don't know.
Cara, Oat, Chiswell.
You go by like 7 different names.
Cara,
bigoat, El
Chiswell.
Presidente,
Madam President. Sometimes the
Hillary
full
Clinton.
Legal name, Big Man Oat.
Big Man Oat. Don't want to get too
That's
far.
crazy.
Maybe
yeah.
I should introduce our second and more distinguished guest,
Lauren Long.
Lauren Long. Welcome. It's a pleasure to see you. Really.
Hey, I'm a super auto pets extraordinaire.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's your rank? Number 1 in the world? Probably? Turtle.
I
don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means
This is Mr. Husky DS of Overwatch and former President fame. He's been a returning guest on this.
Actually, I quit the Overwatch community.
Oh,
you quit the Overwatch community.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate on that drama while we change your name up? Oh, the name has changed. Never mind. Don't elaborate.
I don't know. I just realized the lie is CS.
CS is the GOAT Esport. Thank you for coming to my podcast. This is my name, Grayson Trevor Wood. You will never stop hearing it. Let's get into some esports news because I cannot fill her for much longer. All right. So, everybody's favorite streaming platform, Kick, just kidding, Twitch, announces it will be shut down in Korea. Now, I have not seen this announcement. I do not know why it is being shut down. Does anyone on this panel?
yes.
Okay.
Expensive.
TLDR, what's going on?
So it's expensive to. It has to do with the internet. It's not like they're banning it. It's the internet to host streaming in Korea from Twitch is just too expensive, and so they're just not able to maintain it. So they're gonna shut down Twitch, and I think they're looking to move into like Korean-owned streaming platforms instead because they can afford that.
There's one called like Africa or something.
Yeah. Africa.
Interesting.
I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, I think Jeff Bezos just doesn't have to do anything for like 1 minute, and then you can just pay for Twitch for live.
Yeah, but he really doesn't care. He's a billionaire.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's so real.
Plus, it's Twitch. Twitch should be dead anyways. That's my hot take for the day.
Wait, what do you think is like?
Kick. I love gambling streams. It's so much fun.
I'm not surprised.
Whoa. Is it because I'm a CS player and I spend $50 on cases?
Yeah, actually, kind of yes.
All right, well, you count me there.
That's
I kind of walked
crazy.
right into that one. Hey, at least I'm not spending $40 on a skin that I can't sell. Oh, sorry, did I call it Valorant? That's on me. So basically, Twitch is dying in Korea. No more faker streams, I guess.
No.
I know, day ruined, right?
Well, I guess they could stream on YouTube.
Is YouTube like... YouTube is in Korea, probably. Now that
Yeah.
They're probably gonna multi-stream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's valid.
Well, even then, end of an era. Hopefully Twitch doesn't shut down anywhere else because it's a core of the gaming community. Dextero. Oh, wait. Okay,
Dexerto? Dexerto.
I'm not even gonna try.
Putting ethics in gaming journalism, that's so cap.
Yeah, Dextero is the
Real.
antithesis of gaming
Oh.
journalism.
Oh, Dexerto. Oh, they pay for their blue check mark.
Interesting. All right, well, let's keep it rolling along. Discord, everybody's favorite
Oh my
alternative
god,
to
it's
TeamSpeak.
so bad.
So, I'll preface this. I'll say my 2 cents, and you guys can rant for 5 minutes if you want. All right. I have auto updates off. Get fucked. Thank you. Now, take the floor.
Okay, so
I don't know any of
Hussein,
this
you were able to
controversy.
switch yours back to the old update, right?
No, that was Dom.
That was Dom. Okay. So, because it's very interesting, that reply tweet says the company replied that the old layout is no longer going to be available. And so I'm a little interested in how some people were able to switch theirs back. Maybe it's a trial thing. I don't know. All I can say is, like, I'm not going to cancel my Nitro over it because I'm not, like, that upset about it. It's just definitely there's things I came to, like, rely on, like knowing who's online by the sidebar, being able to pull out and stuff.
Wait, you can't do that. So yeah, give me a TLDR. Why is this hated by? Oh, you really didn't have to pull out the receipts, but all right.
So your servers are now separate from your DMs on this bottom bar, which is it's fine, but like I'm in the server here. I can't see who's online unless I go to search, and it's just it's annoying. It's an extra step to see if people I'm trying to ping are online or seeing my message.
God.
And then the notifications, I just don't need this tab. I don't care about my notifications at all. And then everything else, like, I don't really think it's that big of a difference. I'm not going to lie.
So, unpopular opinion, I think the main idea of the layout is all right. Like, having the message tab is fine. I think the search feature is way better now. Everything else is just made worse. It's just unintuitive now. So, you know, like, on your mobile phone, if you want to, like, check people online, you got to swipe right.
Yeah.
Now that's a reply feature. So it's like weird how like the left side makes you go back to the menus, but you're pressing right, replace the message instead of pulling up the right menu. It's just stupid.
I miss my right menu.
I'm sorry that you guys have auto updates on. I'm sorry that you had to update to it.
You think it's cringe?
I think it's pretty cringe.
Why?
Because you're not in control of what you update. Now, granted, does it happen every time I go to a fast food app? It says please update your app. Yes. It doesn't matter that much.
We'll have to do it on Twitch and stuff. I mean, it's fine. We will be fine. I don't think it's anything to cancel Nitro over. I think that's a little dramatic. I'm not gonna lie.
It's more like
it's not about the money.
It's
about sending a message.
I mean, also like they kind of been going on like a downhill trajectory. I think it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's a pretty darn heavy straw, but like
Yeah.
Well, one way or another, we'll see how the community reacts. I mean, obviously, anger is people's first and most strongest emotion, and with time, we will see how it pans out. However,
I feel like it'll be fine.
Yeah, realistically, with the amount of times that we've seen a bad UI change or, another controversial, bad update, and it's like, the internet is outraged for a week and then everyone forgets about it and, it's just the fact of the matter from then on out. So this is most likely going to be another case of this. I really don't see Discord backing down on this. But, yeah, that's an unfortunate fate for the Discord mobile users. So let's go on to another unfortunate fate, which is... It's not an unfortunate fate. This is probably my favorite thing in this podcast right now. This is the finals, baby. A new take on the FPS genre, a 3v3v3 v3. Basically, arena mode or arena game where you have to cash out cash in cash boxes and kill people on the way. And you have sick abilities. Your movement is really crisp, and everything is fully destructible. And this game is awesome. You should be playing it right now. It's free to play.
I love destruction.
If you love destruction, you should play as the heavy. They have a sledgehammer, they have an RPG, and they can just run through walls.
So when are we queuing?
TF2?
When are we queuing?
That's 3.
I'll be on. Honestly, I'll queue after this.
Right after this.
Yeah, let's go.
We go.
You want to? Okay, advisor mode off. Advisor mode off.
Yeah,
You can do it.
Get it together. No, but basically, it's a new take on the FPS genre. As we can see by the image there, it has a very game showy sort of futuristic vibe. And honestly, I really messed with it. I've played both betas. It was announced last night towards the end of the game or the Game Awards, and it's shaping up. It had a rough launch, servers. I couldn't invite my friends for a good 2 hours. The server, Oceanic and South American servers, just weren't online, and it's a little bit of a rough launch. But I mean, hey, it got to 120,000 players concurrently last night at midnight.
That's crazy.
What game is the most similar to? If you had to say something.
So I heard Vinny say this. It's most similar to Call of Duty headsets with Apex Legends.
Okay.
So the movement is really slick. It's really
the graphics look amazing.
Yeah, no, and
it looks stunning visually.
I have a PC with a 7-year-old CPU and a 1060 in it, and it runs at 60 FPS on medium. So it's well optimized and it looks good while doing it.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard of it, look it up on Steam. It's free to play. There is a battle pass which blows, but I bought it because I'm a nerd. So try out the finals and see if you can reach the finals. Now we're going to reach the finals after this, right?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Right, for sure.
I'm that guy. I need that skin. That's going to be me.
There are 99 levels in the battle pass. That is at the very end of the battle pass.
All right, I'm playing the finals.
It costs about $150 to skip all the levels to get
I'm
there.
not going to be doing that. I don't have a job.
That president money doesn't cover you that well?
Nope.
Okay, that's rough.
We get paid?
That's an entire paycheck.
Oh, man.
You get paid?
I get paid.
I understand on
Pennies?
contracts.
Pennies on the dollar. $2.50 an hour. Take it or leave it. Slave labor. All right, we'll move on here. Is anything you guys want to say before we go on?
I'm just interested in playing finals after this,
don't
Loki.
like-
We're going to be playing finals after this, and if you want, you should. Let's go next. Game of the year, baby. Did anyone not see it coming? Was there any serious
No, I
competition?
really saw it coming. I wanted it to be Resident Evil 4 because I love Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 4 was just so beautiful, and it was so. I mean, I've played the original Resident Evil 4 so many times, and I think they just did a good job with it. And also, like 30 years of Capcom is crazy.
Still putting out bangers.
Still putting out bangers. I really want another Resident Evil soon. But I mean, obviously, Baldur's Gate was like revolutionary for a smaller studio.
This is the first year I actually did not care like a single bit. I didn't even know what was nominated for anything. I'm
Leon
surprised.
Kennedy?
I'll keep 100 with you. I knew I didn't care that much.
Leon Kennedy.
Like
Leon Kennedy.
The Resident Evil guy, the guy started there. I think.
If anything, I would have chosen Tears of the Kingdom or Spider-Man 2 up there with Baldur's Gate. The other three are really just like, why would Super Mario Bros. Wonder be Game of the Year?
Yeah.
I heard Mario Spider-Man was nominated for 7 categories and won none.
That's rough.
That's unfortunate.
That's rough. I kind of expected Zelda to win because, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm for real. I was kind of salty 2017 where like, Zelda won. I don't think it was the Game of the Year. I'm a nerd.
What did you think should have been?
I think it should have been Persona 5.
Persona 5? Well, you're just a Persona
I
fan.
raised you one more.
I was a Persona fan because of that game.
Resident Evil 7.
I wasn't even nominated.
Yes, it was. That was 2017.
Guys, I think Counter-Strike should be voted Game of the Year.
It was PUBG, Zelda, Mario Odyssey, Persona 5.
She's pulling out the receipts, bro.
You can do it.
Well,
when was it nominated then?
Is there? Well, I don't know. Game of the Year. Congratulations to Baldur's Gate 3, Larian Studios. Obviously revolutionary for a quote indie game.
This was 2017.
D&D, the whole 9 yards. I personally haven't played it because
they won for VR.
Yeah.
What did?
Resident Evil 7 on VR.
It was in VR. Had no
Yes.
clue. Did you play it in VR?
No, I played it normally.
Do you guys have VR?
On
I have
PS4.
a Quest 2.
How much have you played on it?
About 1,000 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't have one.
I love Beat Saber. VR chat's pretty fun. Pass through is really good. I'll stop talking about VR chat now because I'll probably get canceled soon.
Why? We're talking about VR chat. What are you gonna do? Am I missing
Anyway,
context?
so Baldur's Gate 3.
So yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3. Congratulations.
Didn't they win every category they were nominated in?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't care.
Oh my god, let
I
him know.
remember,
It's BALD, I think.
yeah.
Like Baldi's basic.
I remember voting for the best performance for that game.
Best
Because it's
game direction.
Neil Newborn, who's a fantastic voice actor. He was in Resident Evil 8. Okay, I guess they didn't win everything they were nominated for.
I remember that. I remember watching that live. Alan Wake 2, apparently it was really good. So maybe I'll play it. Is it PS exclusive? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's on Epic.
Never mind. All right. Hi-Fi Rush. Gang. Neil Newborn. Oh, that
Neil
was from
Newborn
Alan Wake
is
2, yeah.
fantastic.
What is Idris Elba doing there, bro?
Who?
Idris Elba.
Oh.
My guy. He was on the Hot Ones. Speaking of Hot Ones, we're going to be doing Hot Ones soon.
What?
Next year. Trust on the podcast.
God. I'm not doing that shit.
Planning big things for the podcast.
Oh, that's scary.
Let's keep it rolling along. We got some other things to talk to. We already touched on this a little bit with Miss Lauren Long on the podcast, but Mr. Christopher Kumke becomes assistant.
Kumke.
I don't want to say cum.
Well, I don't want you to say coom.
Kumke becomes assistant director of GMU Esports. Look at that dapper young lad in the picture there.
Fantastic.
Long time coming. We all love him. We all think he's the right fit. I think it was more or less a unanimous vote when leadership.
Pretty much.
When we had our say in it, and Lauren wanted to know what we thought. So congratulations again to him. I'm proud to be under his watch and part of the organization that he is now assistantly directing. So
yeah, I think it's going to be super
You're really
fun.
scared of Lauren. You're so scared of Lauren. Assistantly directing.
Assistantly directing.
Yeah, no, I heard that this morning. I was like, all right, I can't mince my words around him. But yeah, congratulations to him. Do you guys think that this was the right choice? Obviously, we all voted for it, but I just want to hear you guys' opinions.
He got us a Lenovo sponsorship in the first semester. So like, he got us a Lenovo sponsorship in the first semester.
That is true.
Yeah.
And like let's be honest, huge. I mean, like, okay, here's my opinion. He's broken what I thought was possible with collegiate esports because, like, you're probably more aware. Actually, okay, so he kind of broke what was like possible here because there's so much red tape.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
And every single time he did something, I was like, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
And then he did it.
And he just does it. I'm like, okay, cool. And like the reason why I mentioned like you might not know as much is because like he just broke what was possible. So I was like, I don't know how much red tape there is in your head compared to my head right
There's
now.
A lot.
Okay, I mean it's probably still a lot, but
I give most of it over to him. I'm not gonna lie.
He's that guy.
He just walks around with a giant pair of scissors and cuts all that red tape.
For real.
He does not care at all because he's the GOAT.
He's that guy.
Chris is my GOAT. Congratulations to Mr. Chris, and I'm looking forward to a long and successful tenure of him.
He does not break the red tape. He just meanders around it.
No.
I had to clarify.
Oh yeah.
He ducks.
Yeah. He does not break laws or rules.
No.
He's a very good rule follower.
Or we change the rules.
He is
change
the rule
the
changer.
game.
Change
We are
the game.
game
changers. That's a Valorant
I'm not a
reference,
woman.
I think.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
I'm not a
sweet.
woman.
I'm not talking about Valorant. You know me. I would never
Shopify
talk about
Rebellion
Valorant.
won Game Changers. That's all.
Is that good?
They're a really good team.
Sick.
Old C9 White and V1 rosters.
All right, I know exactly what that means. Yeah, exactly. Delusional masterclass over here. Let's keep it rolling along.
I'm sorry.
I don't mean to dodgeball on you.
Oh my gosh, who's this crazy person?
So here we have a delusional person talking about GMU Esports. It's bigoat, apparently with 2 underscores because 1 wasn't fucking enough. Sorry, that's my second F-bomb.
It wouldn't let me. Somebody else
take
took
hers.
the name.
Take her?
Take hers.
All right, Kara. F-bomb acquired. So, craziest GMU Esports weekend ever, which, by the way, we are all a part of. If you're not aware, we are GMU Esports. Just had to clarify.
Whoa,
so, here's
really?
basically the TLDR what happened. It's your tweet. You want to take it away?
Oh my gosh, yes. So this weekend, we had a crazy weekend. We were at 3 different LANs, and we were hosting an event on our campus at the exact same time, and everyone showed up and showed out. We had 4 games at the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference Finals. We took first, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds, which is amazing. We're the only team who ever makes it and sends all 4 games in all 4 categories.
We're just like that.
We're kind of the GOATs. Our Rocket League team got first, which is super awesome. And then we also went to a Call of Duty LAN, which is our COD team's first LAN since being a premier game now.
Yep.
And we actually did pretty good in the scrim settings. Not so much on the official games, but I think we learned a lot. And I think we're going to destroy CCL next semester.
I blame Vinny.
I blame Vinny.
I blame Vinny.
Okay. And then
No, nothing.
Vinny's just the scapegoat for everything. Anything bad happens, what the hell?
Vinny.
come on, Vinny.
Damn, Vinny.
And then finally, y'all know our CS2 team is the first ever GMU Esports team to make the national championships for the National Association of Collegiate Esports. And they came in second. They actually kept it pretty close, despite having lots of complications.
Oh my lord! I will spare everyone on the podcast my rant about NACE and how awful of a tournament organizer they are. So I'll leave it at that.
We're a member school.
It doesn't matter. They need to hear it because if they don't change, I want to drop out. But
I know that's valid.
What other league are you gonna go to for collegiate?
Collegiate Counter-Strike. Duh. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was about to say CCS.
Actually, it is a thing. Someone is working on it, but that's neither here nor there. So Counter-Strike, GOAT Esports, second at NACE, Call of Duty. Not the finish we wanted at Shenandoah, but, still first LAN can't, Shenandoah kind of messed them up with the seeding. Gio, if he were on, he would literally be talking for 20 minutes about it, not longer.
It's tough when you have to play the number 1 seed twice.
Yeah, how does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense.
That's not a side of the bracket you want to be on.
No. Good job, Shenandoah. We're proud of you. Maybe next year, get it right. So, MAEC. Wait, is that too much? Probably not.
I mean,
they need to hear it.
It's warranted.
It's warranted.
Okay.
He knows what's up.
And then,
I love you,
Rocket League took first. League of Legends got reverse swept.
That had its own mark of controversy.
We thought we were going to be playing a best of 3, and all of a sudden it was a best of 5, and it was tired. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and we weren't able to finish it out. So it wasn't really the finish we wanted, but U Delaware, fantastic program. So we're hopefully going to take them down in the spring, and then our Valorant team got third. Tough games. We barely made it in, but we did, and I think we kind of upset everybody's understanding of where we are. So we love breaking barriers. We love it.
That's kind of the name of the game. We started off as some people who play Smash and a CS team in 2019 and Overwatch in 18 and everything, and here we are with negligible funding, and we're taking titles left and right and contending for others. So
True.
we got some kind of glow up going on here, and it's only going to get better. I'm totally not meat writing GMU hard right now, but it's kind of my job. So.
It's in your bio.
It's in my bio. Well, I changed it because my girlfriend got mad at me. She's like, "Doesn't that make you sound a little bit gay?" I'm like, maybe. So I'm
Jason.
All right, Husky. I don't want to hear it. Stop it with that on the podcast, man. But yeah, GMU Esports, we're on the come up, unlike KFC. That's an inside joke. You guys won't get that. But yeah, we had a wonderful weekend, and only looking to bigger and brighter things here in the second semester coming up. So with that being said, let's roll it along a little bit and talk about some more things. I think we got 1 or 2 more tabs. I see them up at the top there. Mr. Producer, we got... Oh, is it my favorite tab of the day? Because I can meet ride CS for 20 minutes now. So, just TLDR, I know we touched on CS earlier, but since I'm on here, I'm going to talk about CS a little bit. Basically, we faced some frauds, but known by the name of RIT Orange. Just kidding, all love to them. They played a wonderful series. What?
No, that's fine.
No, they were really chill. Like, we had a good time, all good love, but I just get very into the game, as you know. So we took map 1, 13-10. We were up like 11-4 at one point, and then we choked, and then they got some momentum. Overpass was game 2. That was their pick. I say this to everyone, but like the first 6 rounds decided the game. The amount of times that it came down to like a 1v1 and like someone whiffing their shots or something, it could have been a completely different game on Overpass. And then on Anubis, we were making the comeback from 8-4 on the half, and then one of my players, I'll spare him a naming here, but he whiffed a spray and he pressed his scroll wheel, which made him jump, and he could have killed 2, which would have changed the round and then broken their economy. We would have gone up 10-8. But
it was me.
It was Husky. It was in their mind. But basically, a lot to learn, a lot to be proud of, and a lot to look forward to for next semester, because I promise you, Tara, I'm not getting second next year. All right?
Okay, ate that up.
You have it right here.
He's getting third.
I knew you'd say that. You know the sentiment. You know the sentiment.
We're getting first.
We're getting first, and it's not an option. Because if you don't aim for first, you're not getting first. All right?
I kind of said it as a fact. I was like, oh, these guys will win next semester.
We're going to win.
Yeah, you guys have to. I want to be a liar.
I want a clip. I want a timestamp. I want this in my DMs on April 4th. I don't think that's the date. And I will prove you wrong. I'm winning next semester because these RIT Orange frauds are not going to get it next semester, all right? Get me off this page before I start breaking something, all right?
Oh no.
Is there anything you guys would like to add?
To what, that? Or like...
Just in general.
How's the chicken sandwich?
So chicken sandwich in San Francisco, we walked for an hour to get because we went to the wrong terminal, and then we took the train, and then the terminal was under construction, and then we walked the wrong way, and then we had to go through security twice. It was a bender to pay $15 for a spicy Korean chicken sandwich. It was good. It was not Hangry Joe's good.
Yo, wait, you're hip.
I'm just like that. So, I have a lot of PTSD. If you ever want to learn any more about the Boise trip, we have a lot of pictures. We have vlogged like all of it. A vlog will be coming soon. Check it out. It's going to be really good.
Vouch,
yeah. We got another MAC. We have an MAEC vlog coming down the pipeline.
We do. That should be coming out soon.
Soon, TM. You heard it here first. And a Codland vlog, which isn't going to be as hype, but it's still going to be out. I
That's
promise
crazy.
you.
Apparently they had fun.
Hey, that's all that matters. The LAN is the experience,
Absolutely.
and winning is secondary.
Honestly, yeah.
I
But
mean,
winning is also kind of nice. Winning is also kind of nice.
yeah, winning is kind of why you go, but at the same time,
Yeah.
you're
Money
out
in the
there.
bag.
You're out there to bond with the boys. And
Everyone
have fun.
recovered so quickly after the loss.
Dude, literally, Christian was tilted for 2 straight hours after the match. Didn't eat, didn't speak, was just on his phone. And then we got back and we played Smash, and he was like, it was like normal again.
But like, everyone else, except for Christian, like recovered in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And I was like, yeah.
No, literally, Buddy just looked at me after the match. Oh well.
Yeah, no, I was like,
I was like, okay, we'll get him. That's
shit happens.
What a
Shit
champ.
happens.
What
No,
a
these
champ.
guys, my players took it like a legend. And that was all of their first LANs. RIT was second last year. They played on LAN last year. They all have LAN experience. 5 of my players, all 5 of them, have never played on LAN before. And it wasn't even LAN. It was online. Husky with his hose. Check it out.
You know the context of that, right?
I'm familiar with the content.
So I had to host a virtual watch
Watch party.
party. Yeah, and I was like, hey, just take a photo of this. It's me with the girls, the
Dude,
kittens.
Justice carried.
Oh, dude, Justice is like the go, bro.
Justice, our socials were literally the best there.
Yeah.
And it was only Justice.
Oh yeah, no, someone was like RIT, like had like only one picture for their social media.
And it was taken from the stream. And it was not even a good picture.
Like, dude, like, Aiden, pull up that photo, bro.
Pull up
Like,
RT. Well, that's hard. That's
so
That is
hard.
diamonds, dog. All right, maybe not. I mean, yeah, the lighting, and I wish they were all in jerseys, but I will stop meat riding CS. I promise you.
I'll meet right then, bro.
All right, we'll meat ride together.
On one?
I think we should move on.
What do you mean? I'm only going to get canceled. It's fine. So yeah. Oh, we have.
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
I am.
What are you?
You know what
hungry
I
for?
need? Cookies.
Oh, I'm so glad that you made
yeah.
the transition. So, Pokimane, everyone's favorite content creator. We have cookies from
We have
Pokimane.
cookies!
Midnight cookies. Aiden, how much did you spend on these?
I forget exactly what shipping.
They should have included stickers.
Holy mother of God. Are these like gamer cookies?
Gamer cookies.
So-
Wait, there's multiple flavors.
Okay, so do you guys know the lore?
Yeah.
The small,
you're
the
broke boy,
no,
just
no,
say
no,
so?
no, the other one, the small lore,
Oh, yeah.
where it's like, apparently there's another cookie thing on the market, which is basically the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
you find them at Costco and they're like half the, like a third of the price, right?
Yeah, but this is like natural ingredients. I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
what.
No,
like,
no, I'm pretty sure.
These
I'm
are
pretty sure someone
healthy.
compared like the nutrition facts, and they're literally the same. Yeah, this is the tweet. They're literally like the same thing. Entirely different in terms of ingredient
Oh,
quality,
vitamin D.
quantity ratios, sourcing, the size, texture.
So here's the thing.
Completely different.
I
okay.
truly believe it's coincidental because no shot you actually think you can get away with that stuff. I think it's coincidental.
I mean, honestly, a lot
have
of
an
companies do this.
I have an opinion. Say it.
No, I said I don't have an opinion
Oh.
for once in my life.
Yeah, you keep yapping, except for like when it matters in a podcast.
I've been
What's-
yapping for an hour straight.
What's
All
the
right, which one are
difference
we doing?
between the bags?
Flavor probably.
But it doesn't look like it's different. It just looks like they're pretty colors.
Nothing.
Same.
No, but this is Midnight Mini Cookies with deep chocolate, velvety white chips and sea salt. That is Midnight Mini Cookies with
With deep chocolate velvety white chips.
You
and sea
just
salt.
yap and don't listen.
That's my job.
All right, let's just
It's
open-
literally
let's just
my
open-
job.
Bonus
let's just
gift?
open-
Did you get the bonus gift, Aiden?
I didn't
Bathwater.
include it. I didn't know where it was.
That's crazy.
That wasn't her.
Huh?
That wasn't her.
Oh, that was Belle Dolphin.
All right, let's just open
My
one.
favorite content
Okay.
creator.
So
All
we
right.
won't eat all of Aiden's
Let's
cookies.
do this blue one. All right, Husky, that's on you. Rip it open. Let's see how these work. How these taste. They can't be that good, right?
I mean, it's a cookie. It's also healthy. I've never been healthy once in my life.
Ladies first.
That is true.
It's ladies first. Why didn't Grayson get
Yeah, I
it?
knew that was coming. Jesus, I can never fucking avoid. That's my third F-bomb. These look. These
Mine
literally
is two
look like
stuck
charcoal.
together.
All right, cheers. There's nothing special about this.
It's a cookie. It's good. It's fun.
It's hardly a cookie. I do not like this.
You don't like it?
I literally. Where is the velvety white chips and sea salt taste? I'm getting chocolate. And it's not even good. It's just like powdery in my mouth. You guys want to try some?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
you
not
pay for
getting.
them.
I'm not
Have some.
tasting
These
the
are really
sea
good.
salt. Everything else is fine. It's a cookie.
Okay, you know it's not that bad. It's like an Oreo, but 20% better.
Yeah. I think it is pretty much what you're expecting when you get like a dark chocolate cookie.
Was it worth the price? No, and I didn't even pay for it. That's the thing.
So one bag, $7.
Yeah. I honestly feel like it could be worse. You know?
I mean,
I don't think I would buy it repeatedly. I think it's a one-time purchase.
Like,
But
it's not.
it could be worse.
It's not bad.
I'm sorry, Aiden. Take this. It's the least I can do.
He's a proud owner of 4 bags of Pokemon's cookies now.
Like, here's the thing. Listen, I'm not even a Poke hater. It's just like,
it's not.
it's not bad. It's just why.
It's
Like,
not anything special, and you're overpaying for it. That's the thing. Like,
Vitamin D, because she knows the gamers don't go outside.
I don't.
these are not marketed towards gamers, though. Well, I guess it is because they're like her cookies.
It's Pokemon.
I feel like the chopsticks thing that they included, I think it might be towards, because like, oh, dude, like, cause like, these aren't bad, but like, dude, do you guys
I
want
want
to
a
drink?
little
Do you guys want to drink something now, or
I
is it
want
just
to drink
me?
some milk.
Yeah.
Oreos and milk. You can't tell me that's
That's a
not hard.
vibe. Wait,
Okay,
that
okay,
would
okay.
actually be fire.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm just a shot.
I have a way to explain this. It's like we got a Chips Ahoy in terms of like how it's structured with an Oreo without the cream.
It does have
but-
It's not- it's
Chips
cooking.
Ahoy.
Yeah, but it was like
guy knows what he's
it's also
talking
like it's
about.
also like kind of like dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was literally nail on the head.
I'm for real. The only thing I kind of like about this is like
Kind of like.
it kind of like it's like I mean everything's fine. It's not bad, but I think it was like interesting.
It is the definition of mid.
I think it's cute.
It's fancy mid.
Over,
Fancy
over,
by-
over. I'll meet you in the middle. Overpriced mid.
Yeah, fancy isn't paying $7. Yeah, like the most interesting thing about it was like the I don't know what that is. The velvety white chips, like kind of like
On
just
all
melt.
of the ones I've eaten, I haven't like they look nothing like that. Like hang on. A little bit of interactive content here. All right.
Oh.
So, where's the camera? It's right up here. All right. Oh, it's blending in. So you see
Wait,
how
wait,
like
wait.
there are noticeable like white dots on the cookies, right? Oh yeah, that's probably better.
Oh.
See? Oh, you just exposed us, Aiden. Come on, man.
Oh wait, you telling me? You telling me that's a blue screen?
You telling me that we didn't have that painted on the wall? Here. So we have cookies. They look actually good, right? Well, better, right? You take one out. You take one out. You pass it around. What is this?
There's one.
What is this?
I was about to say, like,
What is that?
That's like a normal shape.
Like we got scammed. All right, I'm not mad. You're mad. I'm always mad.
Well, you didn't pay for this. I think Aiden should be mad. It's like give $5. I was like, bro, I like it's the least I
Guys,
can.
come on. We're trying to be a professional podcast here. Keep it together.
I'm sorry. Like, I'll not use my F. But oh wait, you took them, bro. You took
Yeah,
my
I got
F-bombs.
all 3. They're under my belt now. Sorry, guys.
Greedy podcast host.
No, my
Voice
ego is literally through the roof. All right, I'm gonna stop memeing. Basically, is there anything else we want to talk about? We
I
got
wanted
disappointed
to
by
talk. I
cookies.
wanted to ask everyone a question. If we're like gonna end it soon, what game do y'all think you're gonna play over winter break?
You know my answer.
Some finals.
Finals NCS.
Oh, yes.
I have a lane I'm
You're
going
gonna
to early.
you're gonna try anything new?
The finals.
All right, you.
I think I'm gonna run it back in Valorant. I think we're getting a new act midwinter break. Stop. And probably some Fortnite.
Fortnite.
I feel
Fortnite.
so
Lego
icky.
Fortnite.
Every time I say I'm gonna play Fortnite, I feel like yuck. Like,
Lego Fortnite.
Yeah, don't you just feel like dirty after playing it? Like, I'm playing Fortnite.
yeah,
Fortnite.
I don't.
What?
I told my brother came up to me at Thanksgiving. He said, "Do you want to play Fortnite?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I've actually been playing Fortnite a lot." And my dad looks at me in the middle of my entire family and goes, "Isn't that game that you said was for babies and middle schoolers?"
Oh, I remember you saying
and I
that.
said,
yeah.
"So
Oh, that one.
I have really mixed feelings about playing Fortnite. I'll probably play some Overwatch too. Who knows?
Honestly, I might mess up some Overwatch. It was fun when we played it during leadership. Legion.
Overwatch fire.
Hey man, you boosted me in CS. And you want to boost in Overwatch?
No, I'll get it my own way. Oh, I'm kidding. I actually need help in Overwatch. I'm a dirty Moira.
He never has once offered to boost me. That's crazy.
Cause y'all.
You don't need
What,
it.
what,
for
what,
your
what rank are you
And what?
in Overwatch?
I don't have a rank.
You never ranked in your life.
No.
Okay.
I
'Cause I literally can't play with her. I literally can't. Like no matter what account I have. Yeah, you're calling me. I'm calling you out. I cannot play with you.
Dusty, what's your Valorant rank
Valorant rank? Like peak or right now? Cause I'm not on rank right now.
right now?
I think you can
I'm
play
not
with me
ranked
in
right
Club
now.
Penguin.
Before we go anywhere
I'm down for
else,
that.
Before we go anywhere
Oh,
else.
I think I meant like
hey,
actual Club Penguin.
hey,
Sorry.
Hey, before you do anything else, there's one very special guest from another massively successful team in GMU Esports that I would like to invite to the podcast.
Okay.
He may or may not be sitting directly to my left wearing a Captain America hoodie.
Oh, slay.
Would you like to, say a few words about your guys' experience this season?
I can also talk about the land.
Do you want to take my spot? I have to use the
Tara's
bathroom.
trying to dip. I have a soft spot in my heart for Splatoon. I'll keep it 100 with you guys.
Yeah.
This
I
game
did.
really
I did
just
too. Cause I noticed like half of the GMU Overwatch main tanks we've ever had have played Splatoon. Like
Yeah.
I want to say competitively.
Crawled.
Oh my goodness!
Hey,
I'm
am I
careful
good?
of
Am I
large
good?
smoking.
That's why I crawled.
Tara, good job. See you, Tara. Thanks for
You
You had to
coming
crawl
on.
through the
Bye.
limbo.
I made a mistake wording blue today.
Yeah.
But GMU
Oh my
Valorant.
God, he is.
but Liquid Valorant is cooking in Korea, so it's fine. But no, so I had the pleasure. So our for those of you who weren't aware, the Mid Atlantic Esports Conference winter finals were conveniently held in Washington D.C.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're at the new, relatively new
E,
esports facility of Monumental Sports and Entertainment at District E. Houses, ironically, Team Liquid because they're co-owned with Axiomatic, and so ironically, I was not only in attendance, but I was in collaboration with Game Jam themselves, head of production. So
That's fine.
I experienced in 48 hours every human emotion because I'm excited to be here, but at the same time,
Work.
yeah, well, and also like trying to like I want us to do well, but
Yeah, no,
especially at the very end where we got reverse 3-0'd in league, I just like
It hurts.
And ironically, that Sunday night too was also Splatoon. In our, I guess if you want to have NACE equivalent, we'll get our own eventually, maybe. We were in our division finals, and we were very close, but we got runner-up. So hopefully, we are going to be one of many GMU teams on Revenge Arcs next semester.
Yeah.
It's absolutely going to be insane, but No, and Professor Jordan was there too. Nick was there. Cara was there. Patrick too.
Yeah.
A lot of the other people supporting Overwatch, Rocket League, League, and Valorant. It was a lot of fun interacting with everybody and doing just all the things that weekend, seeing them enjoy the venue. Game Gym being able to help raise money for Children's National Hospital, which was Benefit too. Because usually they have that annual charity event at Shenandoah. This is their first time doing a new location, and they might be coming back in the future. I'll say that. But no, it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
But I hope we'll get to do it again. I hope we get to do better too.
So your next semester is looking good.
I would say so. We have a lot of hope going into next semester for a lot of reasons for the program, not just individual teams. I would say. I mean, Lauren kind of alluded to it earlier. Like this year's already been transformative for us. Like this semester, like you, everybody in this room knows. Like we've already done through so much change. Like it's good change, but like it's overwhelming because so much is happening so fast we can barely process it.
Yeah. And
next year it's even get even more intense because we're potentially getting more space. President Washington, please accelerate that. I'm begging you.
If he even watches this, yeah, he's watching right now. I see.
I hope so. I honest to God hope he is.
Be nice. Hi, Gio.
If I can't use my Green Machine Cloud for that, I don't know what else will incentivize him. I don't know, man.
Hey,
I'm trying to help us out.
All I heard is that he has a soft spot for esports, so hopefully we'll be cooking with him shortly.
That's why we got him his own jersey.
Yeah, hey, he's a goat, as some would say. With that being said, is there anything else we want to talk about?
I do.
Okay, hit us with. Oh, before you say that, I just want to get this off my chest.
Sure.
CS tournament tomorrow, 1v1 tournament, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is that what you're going to say?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, basically, come out, show your aim, show your skills. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be streamed. It's going to be a lot of grudge matches, a lot of shit talking, trying to recreate that old school LAN 5. Currently, we have like 20 billion people registered. I lied. We have like 6. So please come out. Please register. If you aren't registered already, you should do so. If not, and you just want to come and hang out and enjoy the vibes, we'll be here too. It's right in the student involvement. Right in that room out there, actually. We're going to be in here as well for producing. So it's going to be a hell of a good time, and you should come out and spread the love of the holiday season.
Come out and take a break from your finals, please.
Yes, please do. And I will literally try, to be beat by you guys. I know it's hard to defeat me in an aim 1v1. I get it. But if you guys really want to beat me, booster, I get it. I'll maybe give you a round or two.
If you want to end in someone's entire bloodline, do a grudge match.
Yeah, no, honestly, grudge matches are so much fun. If you got shit with someone, you got beef with someone, hey, 1v1 in CS right now, 1st to 10, let's go.
The salty sweet.
Exactly. You got it.
Heat tip.
There's nothing like it, like you said.
It is unique. All right, Husky, take you away.
So there's this one team, and there's this one guy on the team that's really cracked at what he does, and I like to give him a shout out. Aiden from the Pro team.
I love Aiden.
He's right there. I don't know if he wants to come over here.
That's my streamer.
I think, is he camera shy? Are you camera shy? No, you're not. Come here.
Come here.
This is the absolute GOAT.
This guy is behind all of the content that I personally work with and then more. He just spilled all of our cookies.
Your fault.
Yeah, this podcast is kind of a mess right now, but it's the last episode of the season. We're having a little bit of fun. We'll be back next semester with more episodes, clearly, more content, more people to talk to, a lot more people to talk to. And but let's hear it from the man who makes it happen, the man behind the scenes, the guy who switches the slides for us and makes everything work properly. Mr. Aiden, what's going on? How are you doing? Congratulations.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been 12 episodes. It's been crazy that we've
12
gotten this
episodes
done.
and we're just getting started, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dude,
awesome. Yeah. Excited for the future.
No,
not
the CS Prod Manager.
Yeah, that was just kind of like the draw, ending up a CS Prod Manager, but hey, it's been fun. Yeah.
I'm proud to be working with you all the time. Proud to have you on my team and proud to have you behind the, you're literally the best prod manager here. Don't let anyone else hear that, but he's the GOAT. He shows up at 10. He shows up before me sometimes. And
Yo, Smash sometimes too, which is like
oh yeah, the BMS
he
stuff.
does everything. I'm getting you a good Christmas gift, all right? Don't let me forget.
He deserves it.
No, he's
That's cool.
Oh, don't do that.
I'll get you a pallet full of these.
That's really cool. He's not a bad boy.
Yeah, I wish I could hear what you're saying, but you don't have like a podcast headset, so I'm not like.
It's cool.
It's cool.
No, you idiot, Cole.
Cole? What does that mean? Oh, Cole. Oh. I didn't hear. I thought there was a D at the end. I'm deaf. I have a headset on. All right. Aiden, you want to say anything to the people at home, to the people who love our content and, listen to the podcast on Spotify, anything you want to say to them?
No, I think we're excited to keep going. I think we're going to have another next season, I guess. We're going to have another season 2. But, yeah, these 12 episodes have been awesome. It's been really cool. Yeah. So, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music.
This guy's doing my job for me.
Google Podcast shut down. That was actually funny. So I uploaded the podcast to Google Podcasts, and a couple days later, Google announces they're killing Google Podcasts.
We killed it.
We're too powerful for it.
Really. So esports experience,
Yeah. Well, we'll be back next semester. Really, I think are we just about happy with that? Everybody's got off their chest, satisfied. All right, we'll wrap it up here. My name is Grayson Driver-Wood. I'm joined by my wonderful guests and producer today. Happy holidays, everyone. Celebrate with your loved ones. Give them some love. Give them some good gifts.
Study for your finals.
Study for your finals. Don't neglect those. Grades are good.
We know you can do it.
We know you can. We know it's
so
inside
winnable.
of you.
It's so winnable. It's T-sided.
The winnable, T-sided, that's funny. I get that joke.
Study for finals, play the finals.
Yeah, play the finals with me if you ever want to. Just cue it up. Hey, shut up, Gio. I'm trying to finish here.
He's been here for 10 minutes. Be nice.
Yeah,
He won my Valorant game.
oh, wow, good job.
End the podcast.
Thank you all for coming out. My name is Grayson Trevor. This is the Esports Experience, and we are going offline right now. See you later.